You're on, yep.
Good evening and welcome to Central Wisconsin Christian High School. Steve Witterhack with you along with Jeff Sauer, and the Stream team is here, and we are ready to bring you what should be a very good girls volleyball matchup tonight. A couple teams that are leading the Trailways East. They're both undefeated in the Trailways East. The host Crusaders of Central Wisconsin Christian taking on the visiting Marsh Ladies of Horicon. Should be a great volleyball match between these two teams. Central Wisconsin Christian coming off a very impressive victory just a week ago. They haven't played for a week, and they played over at Oakfield and knocked off the Oaks 3-0 in that match. Elise Ritzma had a big match in that match last Tuesday. 13 kills, Ada Smeese, 5 blocks, and 9 kills. KK Vanderwerf, as usual, rock solid out there, 24 assists, 6 aces, 12 digs, 4 kills. Again, just the quarterback of the team, and Aaron Rice along with Avery Slings, both with 14 digs in that match. Looking at Horicon, they knocked off Dodgeland 3-0 in their match last week. We'll get a chance to take a look at both of these teams and talk to Dan Tenaple before the match here tonight. And he talked about things that his team needs to do if they want to be successful here and stay undefeated and try to win the Trailways East. So we're going to talk about that as we get a little further into the Home and Auto Sales pregame show live from Central Wisconsin Christian School. The Crusaders taking on the Marsh Ladies of Horicon, and more of our pregame show coming your way in just a few minutes on Radio Plus.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out. The power of intelligent farming is here. The remarkable new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence is available now at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Built on the legacy of the acclaimed New Holland T7 tractor family, the T7 Heavy Duty delivers leading all-around performance and comfort. You'll see wider, operate quieter, think smarter, and feel stronger. 2 models are available, featuring up to 313 horsepower. Designed for you, by you, the new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence lets you put intelligent farming to work right now. See one today at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown.
Most of us plan ahead in life. We plan for our wedding, our children's education, family vacations, and other life events. Understanding the benefits of pre-planning your funeral has prompted many to take the step and plan for their own arrangements. The biggest reason is so your family is put at ease by knowing your decisions are taken care of. The burden is lifted off their shoulders. Call 324-5547 to discuss pre-planning your funeral arrangements.
Coles Community Funeral Homes, Markesan, Randolph, and Waupun.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Les. I've suffered with a bad right knee for 30 years or 40 years. Actually had a knee replacement scheduled, and I looked into this, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. My knee now, 3 months later, is almost like new. I can run up and down stairs. I can sit at a gym watching a basketball game. Really, really happy and pleased with the results. Plan on strongly recommending this to, and I have been recommending this to friends and family who have had joint issues, shoulders, backs, and knees.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Central Wisconsin Christian High School in the Waupun, about 3 blocks from my house. So it was a nice, easy trip over here today to bring you what should be a great volleyball matchup between the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders and the Marsh Ladies of Horicon, both sitting undefeated. Horicon at 5-0 in the Trailways East, and Central Wisconsin Christian sitting at 4-0. After that, they've got a couple game lead on everybody else in the entire conference. So again, this is a big one that I could decide who wins the Trailways East Conference. Again, it was the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders last week knocking off Oakfield in 3 straight. Impressive victory over there, giving up 15, 19, and 16 points. And for Horicon, who's 13-5 on the season, Tara Bamer, their head coach, they were 3-0 against Dodgeland, swept the Trojans last week by a score of 3-0. They haven't played for a week either, and beat them by scores of 25-19, 25-23, and 25-18. Haley Lehman had 13 kills. Natalie Bamer, 12 kills, 25 assists, and 13 digs. Sarah Frederick with 8 kills. Brianna Beekle with 14 assists, and Hannah Sabluski had 11 digs for the Marsh Ladies in that victory over the Trojans. Had a great place to call the game. We're right at half court on the top bleacher, which is only about 7 rows up, I think, here. It's not like you're way on top at Waupun and you're about 30 rows up. Now you're right there near the court. Sometimes you like that little higher angle out there, but it should be a fun night. They got a great student section here at Central Wisconsin Christian starting to move in. They've got a duck blind they're bringing in, all the camouflage stuff, and there'll be a vocal bunch here tonight, as they have been the few other times I've seen them during the season. Both teams have some really nice go-to players out there, some marquee players, and we're going to talk about those players as we get a little further into our pregame show, brought to you by Home and Auto Sales. I'm bringing you the game from the National Exchange Bank and Trust broadcast booth. Perfect place to call a game, and a great night to be here and watching some pretty high-level volleyball at Central Wisconsin Christian High School. Back with more of our Home and Auto pregame show coming your way in just a few minutes as the pregame show continues on Radio Plus.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most. Contact Christine File Agent at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun or call 920-324-3488 today. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports. Welcome back to Central Wisconsin Christian High School. I'm Steve Witterhack, Jeff Sauer here also doing the video streaming, and we are all set. Getting close to bringing you what should be a great match here tonight. Talk about some of the marquee players for both teams. I definitely know the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders well. This is the third time I've been doing a match for them this season, and they are really led. It all kind of goes around their setter out there, Caitlin Vanderwerf. If there's a quarterback on a volleyball team, that is her out there. Leads the team in aces. She leads the team in assists, of course, being a 5-1 offense, and has 54 kills from that spot. Great at dumping the ball off on that second hit. She disguises it very well, and it was a great way to beat Oakfield last week on that last point. KK went just dumped one right back over her shoulders and just right directly behind her over the net, about 5 feet off the net, landed right on the line behind her on the right side, and that just was appropriate for that match to end that way, but she's a great leader out there for the Crusaders. You also have some height out there. Ada Smeese goes about 6 foot, 6'1" out there, and she's been a beast. Really been fun watching her develop into such a great volleyball player, just a dominating player at the net over these last few years. And she leads the team in kills with 189, leads the team in blocks with 56 blocks in that middle blocking position. And again, she is just a force to be reckoned with, and they're really starting to get that little slide that they do off on the right side when she sneaks in behind her setter, Kay Vanderwerf, and goes to that right side. And she just backsets it right to her, and she hammers it either cross court or down the line. And that's been working pretty consistently for them. Then you got a nice player over on the left side of the net. That's Elise Ritzma. And she's a senior. These are all seniors. They're marquee players. 169 kills on the season, 22 aces, and very effective being a left-handed hitter. Sometimes you want to take your left-handed hitters and put them over on that right side where it's a little more natural for them to be effective over there. But she puts the ball away and had some real nice trips through the front row when they took on Oakfield against those big players that they had with the Hoffman sisters last week Tuesday. It just does really well over on that left side of the net. So again, really Vanderwerf, Smeese, and Ritzma, a lot of great role players and developing players within the program. So you're going to see a lot of very good volleyball and solid for their starting lineup and a few girls that they bring on the court. For the Horicon Marsh ladies, Natalie Bamer. He is really kind of their go-to quarterback on the team. You know, sometimes talking to their head coach, Tara Bamer, who is Natalie's mom, of course, but sometimes they just kind of mix it up. They'll go a 6-2 offense if they want to bring in their other setter that they have out there, and that's Brianna Beekle, and give her daughter a chance to do some swinging and get some kills. So you know, they mix it up a little bit, but mostly they stay with the 5-1 offense with Natalie Bamer being their setter. 335 assists on the season. Some of her go-to players is Haley Lehman, right side. They get a lot of production, mainly out of that right side of the court, which is unusual. Really, it's either the middle or it's the left side, but for Horicon, they get a lot of kills over from that right side. And Haley Lehman leads the team in kills with 115. And you'll also hear Aubrey Puffel's name with 106 kills on the season, too. And Sarah Frederick, another outside hitter over on the left side. And she's got almost 100 kills, 99 kills on the season. Now, those are the marquee players for both teams getting ready to do battle here tonight at Central Wisconsin Christian. Pretty much battling for who's going to finish on top of the Trailways East Conference. Got definitely a leg up on the other team if you do that tonight. Probably a good chance of winning the conference if you win here tonight. So it could be decided right here on this court. Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders hosting the Marsh Ladies of Horicon. And we'll have more of our Home and Auto Sales pregame show coming your way in just a few minutes on Radio Plus.
You've put a lot of thought into every detail of your new home, including the flooring. Or you finally decided on the perfect flooring to add life to your current home. Your next move is to call Daryl Vandezand at VZ Flooring to install it for you. He's fully insured and has been in the business for over 18 years, including starting VZ Flooring over 7 years ago. Daryl can install your new carpet, tile, LVP, LVT, and backsplash. Call VZ Flooring at 920-210-4909 to get a free estimate. This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net. If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. He's been in the business for 10 years and started up Torres Tree Service 3 years ago. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get to trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-344-5887.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Les. I've suffered with a bad right knee for 30 years or 40 years. Actually had a knee replacement scheduled, and I looked into this, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. My knee now, 3 months later, is almost like new. I can run up and down stairs. I can sit at a gym watching a basketball game. Really, really happy and pleased with the results. I plan on strongly recommending this to, and I have been recommending this to friends and family who have had joint issues, shoulders, backs, and knees.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Welcome back to Central Wisconsin Christian School. Steve Witterhack along with Jeff Sauer here to bring you this volleyball match tonight, streaming live on RadioPlusInfo.com, or go to YouTube and just punch in Radio Plus on there too, and you'll be able to find us there. Let everybody else know to tune in and watch the game. You can also listen to the game if you're going to be cruising anywhere in the car. You can listen to it on 103.3 FM, 93.7 FM, or online at am1170radio.com. Take a look at the starting lineups for both teams as we're getting close to the beginning of tonight's match. Central Wisconsin Christian taking on the Marsh Ladies of Horicon. For the Crusaders, they'll be starting, as I mentioned before, Caitlin Vanderwerf, play a 5-1 offense, and that means you've just got that one setter that you rely on, and that is Caitlin Vanderwerf. Your outside hitters are Elise Ritzma, she's a senior, and also Tabitha Bawalda, who is a junior for the Crusaders. Middle hitters, got the tall ones out there. Ada Smeese, of course, might do a little bit over 6 foot out there, and also another 6-foot player, that is Kate DeVries, and she is only a sophomore. You're also going to see Erin Rice as the libero. Right side hitter is Emma Hoffman, not a tall player, but a very effective player over there. She can put some balls away from that right side and just play within the system. Defensive specials, Avery Slings, also a very good server. 25 aces on the season for her. For the Horicon Marsh Ladies, they will be led by Natalie Bamer, their setter, then Siri Reinwald, the middle blocker. Brianna Beekle is a setter, might get in once in a while. Haley Lehman, a right side hitter. Aubrey Pufall, he is an outside hitter. Their libero is Hannah Sabluski, and the other outside hitter is Sarah Frederick. And that is the starting lineups for both teams. We are going to take a break, come back after they're done with the national anthem and a word of prayer that they have here at Central Wisconsin Christian. So stick with us here tonight. It's a great volleyball matchup. Central Wisconsin Christian, the Crusaders, taking on the Marsh Ladies of Horicon here at CWC High School. Back after this on Radio Plus.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most. Contact Christine File Agent at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun or call 920-324-3488 today. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Most of us plan ahead in life. We plan for our wedding, our children's education, family vacations, and other life events. Understanding the benefits of pre-planning your funeral has prompted many to take the step and plan for their own arrangements. The biggest reason is so your family is put at ease by knowing your decisions are taken care of. The burden is lifted off their shoulders. Call 324-5547 to discuss pre-planning your funeral arrangements.
Coles Community Funeral Homes, Marquezan, Randolph, and Waupun.
The power of intelligent farming is here. The remarkable new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence is available now at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Built on the legacy of the acclaimed New Holland T7 tractor family, the T7 Heavy Duty delivers leading all-around performance and comfort. You'll see wider, operate quieter, think smarter, and feel stronger. Two models are available, featuring up to 313 horsepower. Designed for you, by you, the new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence lets you put intelligent farming to work right now. See once. Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin, Waupun, and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
How do you make the most of your land? The Mosers do it with their John Deere Gator XUV 590M. That's how they
cram a lot of the work in each day.
And with a 900-pound payload capacity, they have the power to move on to what's next.
We're always switching gears.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere.
Visit Ballwig Implement, Highway 68 West Waupun, and Ballwig Turf and Leisure North Spring Street Beaver Dam, and online at ballwig.biz.
And we are just about ready to go here. They had a little honor for Dan Tenaple getting his 300th win earlier this season or toward the end of last season. They kind of let that slip by a little bit because they forgot that he had been over at St. Mary Springs when he started out his career, and he's been here for a lot of years after that. But even had that career of his interrupted a little bit doing some military duty and going abroad for a while too. So busy guy. Again, honoring their 300th victory for Dan Tenaple. We are just about ready to get things going here. Just talked to Dan Tenaple before the match, and he said very important for his team to really dictate a lot of the points offensively with some very aggressive serving and getting those to go in and taking Horicon out of their system, and also serve, receive as usual. You got to get that good first pass up there to run your plays and be in your system. So he really hopes that his ladies here tonight against a very good, very scrappy Horicon team can take care of business and just get those good passes up to Vanderwerf. She'll be sure to get them right up to her setters and use all of them along the front net row, but that's what he really says is a key point for his team here tonight against the Marsh Ladies of Horicon. Says they're a very scrappy team, definitely not a tall team. They're being outsized by Central Wisconsin Christian in this match, but they said they've got some players that'll dive for the ball. They'll keep it alive, make it go just a few more hits, one more hit out there, and really put a lot of pressure on you. And he hopes that, again, they can just stay within their system, get the good passes, and serve well here tonight. That's the main keys for Danton Apel for victory here tonight. They'll be playing in a couple days, taking on Valley Christian in their next match. So they'll be playing real soon from now, but for Horicon, they don't play till next week when they'll be taking on Wayland Academy, who's not doing real well. They've got a lot of players that have never played before on their team, and that'll be an easy match. Valley Christian, looking at them, they're 1-3 on the season, so one of the lower teams in conference play. So they've got to play Lourdes Academy a couple times. They'll play them twice coming up next week, Tuesday. And they're having kind of a rough season, too, conference-wise, sitting at 1-3 on the season. But then they got to play Abundant Life St. Ambrose, who's 5-0 so far in conference play on the season. So it'll be a tough match against them, but they might be in the Trailways South Conference. Yeah, it gets to be kind of a raucous atmosphere here with a very full student section wearing their camouflage here tonight. I was walking down the hallway just before I came in here, and I heard there was a goose loose, but somebody had their duck call and their goose call in here and making all the noise out in the hallway. So just getting everybody ready for the atmosphere that we're going to have here tonight. And we'll be hearing a lot from Scott Ritzma playing all the music very loudly here tonight. And Greg Zonnefeld, top dog here at Central Wisconsin Christian, and he's doing the PA announcing. Also helps us out and does some play-by-play stuff. He's talking about the possibility of possibly doing the 500th win for Bob Hyland, the head coach for St. Mary Springs football. I'll be doing the St. Mary Springs game at Campbellsport, covering both of those games on Friday night for football. It would be win number 499 if they would win that. And he said he'd have a chance to be calling the 500th win. So we'll see what happens coming up for Springs in the next couple of games. Crusaders wearing their white jerseys with blue lettering. And for the Marsh ladies wearing their orange jerseys with white lettering. And we are ready to get it on here at Central Wisconsin Christian School. And serving first will be Horicon. Thanks for some of our Horicon people for logging on. I know a few of the fans here were writing down and getting information from Jeff Sauer about how they could watch, the people back at home could watch the game. So that was, the word got out. First serve is popped in the air. It's going to be tight to the net, goes over. Overpass on the first pass. And then a push from the back row into the net on the swing by Aubrey Pupal. So not a real clean first point for either team, but Central Wisconsin Christian gets the point, and they get the serve. And back to serve will be Avery Slings. Like I said, a very effective server, one of the top ace leaders on the team. Serve goes to the middle back, good pass over to Bamer. Left side attack just tapped over the block and over the top. On the swing over there, just a little roll shot. And just rolls it past the double block up on that right side of the defense for Central Wisconsin Christian. That's a point for the Marsh ladies. The serve is passed over by Bawalda. A middle attack now by Smeese. Puts it down towards the right side. Going right at their libero, Hannah Zablewski. Puts it down just past that 15-foot line and gets the kill. Nice spot for that one. Not a perfect set. And point going to the Crusaders, leading now 2-1. Back to serve for CWC is Tabitha Bawalda. Bit of a knuckleball on that one. Not much spin on the ball at all. Going left side over to Pupal. That's going to be the back row kept alive. So still alive on the Horicon side. Good save in the back row by Rice. And left side attack by Ritzma is tap back over on the Crusaders side. Then a ball off the arms of Pupal. I should say Bamer, and then way up on the ceiling and into the stands. And a point for the Crusaders, stringing a couple of points together for the first time in this first set. Bawalda back to serve again for the Crusaders. Barely clearing the net. Trouble with that one. It's going to have to be bumped from the back row. Free ball now for the Crusaders. Vanderwerf getting it left side over to Ritzma. Hits it into the block and puts it away. Taking it right at Haley Lehman. Goes off her arms and then shoots off to the right. Tooling it off the block is Ritzma. She gets the kill now. 4-1 the lead for Central Wisconsin Christian. Bawalda continues to serve. Trouble with the pass again. Stays in the back row. It's going to be a roll shot for the back row. So another free opportunity. On the slider on the right side. Gets it over to Smeese and she puts it down the line. Off from one of the Marsh ladies' arms and out of bounds deep. Crusaders on a roll right now, opening up a 5-1 lead here in set number 1. Play up to 25 in each of the sets. Got to win by 2. And if you play a fifth and decider, you have to win 3 sets to win the match. You only play up to 15, still have to win by 2. Left side attack now by Pufall. That goes off the arms of Aaron Rice and goes out of bounds wide right. Horicon gets the point, just their second of the first set, 5-2 in favor of CWC. Back to serve now with Siri Reinwald for the Marsh ladies. That one's going to go deep and well deep, about 8 feet past the back line. Service there, giving the Crusaders a point. Ada Smeese rotates to the back row to serve now for the Crusaders. Smeese, a very good server in her own right. A lot of aces on the season. Back set over to the right side swing, and right down the line. Nice swing from the right side for Haley Lehman. And she leads the team in kills and likes to hit from that right side, even though she's a right-handed hitter. You don't see that very often, your top kills person being from the right side and a right-handed hitter. Lehman rotates to the back row to serve for the Marsh ladies. And that one catches the tape, a left serve, and that one crawls over. Got all of the tape on that one. It crawls over and falls on the Crusader side. Marsh ladies with another point. They're back within 2, 6-4 the lead for CWC. Haley Lehman again with another serve. Barely clears the net. And Ritz, I should say, not a good pass that time by Ritzma, getting it over to Vanderwerf at a back pedal way over on the right side. Couldn't get enough to put it over the net. Gets it off the tape, lands on the floor on the CWC side. They're hanging on to a 1-point lead, 6-5 here in the first set. Now going over to the left side is Lehman. Popped up by Vanderwerf. Swing from the back row. And ball's still alive yet. Was hitting the net on the second hit, but then popped over on the third hit. And Marsh ladies kind of caught sleeping after that. A swing from the back row by Aaron Rice, and then I don't know if it was Vanderwerf that popped it back over after it hit the net. You still had another hit, and they used it. Got it over. The ball was live. Horicon was celebrating. They tried to get it back over. Hit into the net, and CWC gets the point. Got to play on. 7-5 the lead now for the Crusaders. It's tight to the net. And a good job by Ritzma getting up there tight to the net as Natalie Bamer was maybe going to try to poke it over, but that was all covered up by Ritzma. And a point for the Crusaders now up 8-5. KK Vanderwerf back to serve. The ace leader. Man, that thing nasty, but a good job by their libero to pop it up. Ball kept alive on the Crusaders side. Left side attack now by Ritzma. And it throws it right underneath the tape into the net. A little awkward on that approach, and that's a point for the Marsh ladies.
Clara Dykstra to serve for Horicon.
Clara Dykstra with the serve. Back set over to Ritzma. We've got a double contact called on the set attempt by KK Vanderwerf by the up ref. Now the Marsh ladies only down by a point, 8-7. Dykstra with another serve. That one kind of dips right down toward the bottom of the net. And a point going to the Crusaders. Back up by 2, 9-7 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Ritzma with the serve, but she pounds it straight into the middle of the net. Service there, getting no points off from Ritzma's serves. And back to a 1-point lead for CWC. Back to serve is Hannah Zabluski. Leads the team in digs with 167. That's their libero. Ritzma will have to set over to Bawalda way over on the left side. And she'll take it right down the line and finds the corner. Nice job. Controlled swing on that one. Didn't overswing on a ball that wasn't perfect on Ritzma's set, but with control put it back and right down the line, the left corner for the point for CWC up by 2. Bamer gets it, going to go left side over to Reinwald, kept alive by Vanderwerf. Quick set over to Smeese, hammers it down from the middle off to her left. Nice job by Bawalda putting it right there for her, and she put it away. Actually, Hoffman on the set on that one. Good job, Emma. 3-point lead now for CWC. Bamer takes it over in the second hit. Chased down by Ritzma. Left side attack now by Bawalda. Popped up by Bushke. Left side attack by Frederick. Rolls it over. Kept alive by the Crusaders. And disguising her second hit was KK Vanderwerf again. Disguises that so well. He puts it over in the second hit. Just dumps it in right middle of the court. No one can get to it. Now a 4-point lead for the Crusaders and a tape job in the next serve by Aaron Rice. Kind of hung on the net for a while, then popped back over on the CWC side, giving the point to the Marsh ladies. Back to serve is Natalie Bamer. Grisma, good pass to Vanderwerf. Left side attack now by Smeese and hammers it down from the left side cross court. 13-9 for the Crusaders here in set number 1. Slings will check in, and sitting down will be Emma Hoffman. Avery Slings, very good server like I mentioned before. 4-point lead here in set number 1 for the Crusaders. That's popped in the air. Bamer gets a good pass. Right side attack, just over a little bit. Smeese will just push it over on the second hit. Back in the corner with it. A nice shot by Bamer, finding a wide open back left corner. Bamer, a nice player, plays club ball down in Milwaukee. Talked to her mom before the match. Said she loves the way the team's playing right now, loves the chemistry of the team. Most of all, Sarah Frederick with a serve, a tape shot kept alive by Bawalda. With the slide again, they get over to Smeese, puts it down over the right side off the arms of Sarah Frederick and out of bounds deep. We've got a point about every time they've done the slide so far here in this match. Smeese feeling it right now and just hammering away against the Marsh ladies. Definitely, when you see her up by the net, Crusaders with a lot of height advantage over Horicon. Last second, with a little help from her teammates, Hannah Sabluski gets her hands out of the way. The serve is a little long. Now a 14-11 lead for CWC. That puts Reinwald back to serve. That's a good hard serve, and the libero for CWC, Aaron Rice, kind of steps in front of the back row player. Nicks off her arm, goes out of bounds deep. A point for the Marsh ladies, hanging around here in set number 1. Reinwald with another serve, but that one's going to miss well deep. Crusaders get the point on the service there. And Ada Smeese rotates again to the back row to serve for the Crusaders. Smeese serve going to the middle back, popped up by their libero Sabluski. Left side attack now by Pufel. They kind of have tried to just kind of dink it over the net a little bit over there, but didn't get enough of it. Hit it into the net, and that will be a point for CWC. Up by 4 again, 16-12. That's about the biggest lead they've had is 4 points. They've had that a few times in the match. Smeese next serve, another good pass tight to the net to Bamer. Middle attack, and that's going to go out of bounds deep and not off the hands of any of the Crusaders, so that'll be a point for CWC. Now a 5-point lead for Central Wisconsin Christian of 17-12. Great crowd here tonight to watch a very good volleyball match. Serve, that one's a little trouble. Yeah, right out there, libero Sabluski. Gonna pop it right over her own head and try to get out of the way. No one else can get to it. A timeout on the court by the Marsh ladies. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more of the first set from Central Wisconsin Christian on Radio Plus.
You've put a lot of thought into every detail of your new home, including the flooring. Or you finally decided on the perfect flooring to add life to your current home. Your next move is to call Daryl Vandezand at VZ Flooring to install it for you. He's fully insured and has been in the business for over 18 years, including starting VZ Flooring over 7 years ago. Daryl can install your new carpet, tile, LVP, LVT, and backsplash. Call VZ Flooring at 920-210-4909 to get a free estimate.
The timeout taken by Horicon as they trail now 18-12, the biggest lead of the first set for Central Wisconsin Christian, and Ada Smith continues to serve for the Crusaders. Smith serving from the middle back. Bamer chased across the court to have to set that one. Roll shot cross court, kept alive by Bawalda. Ball taken over on the second hit by Vanderwerf. That was fielded by the Marsh ladies. Cross court from the right side. Vanderwerf tries to keep it alive. Can't get it to one of her teammates. Bawalda tried to get in there and keep it going, but just couldn't quite get to it. That was a nice hit by Haley Lehman, giving CWC a little trouble on that last point. Still a 5-point lead for the Crusaders. Lehman with the serve. Barely clears the net. And good job by Rice to get to it, but just hit it a little too hard. Tried to take some pace off it, but not enough. Ends up going out of bounds wide right. March ladies string a couple points together, down by 4, 18-14. Lehman with another serve. It's pushed off the fingertips of the libero, Aaron Rice. And a little trouble, and I tell you, Lehman puts a lot of heat on her serve. That's coming. You got to get ready to take some pace off, get your hand behind it if you're going to hit that above your head and keep it in play. Lehman's next serve. Ritzma gets over tight to the net to Vanderwerf, and then Ritzma goes up, and that one gets dug out towards the bench and kept alive by the Marsh ladies. Back in play over on the CWC side. Back to Ritzma on the left side, and a nice play. Double block up, cheating off to her right, and then I think Ritzma saw that, just tapped it barely over the net, right down the line, wide open, about 5 feet off the net. Smart play by Elise Ritzma. 19-15 the lead now for the Crusaders. And KK Vanderwerf back to serve for CWC. Good pass over to Bamer. Right side attack. The block is up, but they didn't close it up enough on the swing by Aubrey Pufall. And it lands on the Crusaders side. Horicon gets the point. 19-16 the lead for CWC. Back to serve again. He is Clara Dykstra. And Bawalda comes up a little fast on that one. Hits high off her arms and shoots off to the left and behind her. And Horicon now has put 3 together, and they're back within 2, 19-17. Crusaders have had a lead up to 6 points so far, but now it's down to only 2. And right now, serve receive a trouble spot for the Crusaders. Ritzma gets a set over on the right side from Vanderwerf. And she just hammers it down to the back middle court. Much needed kill right there for the Crusaders, up by 3, 20-17. Elise Ritzma, after having that nice kill, rotates to the back row. Goes middle back with it. Bamer gets the pass. Going to go left side over to Frederick. Goes down the line, kept alive by Vanderwerf. Here goes Bawalda from the left side into the block. Popped up by Vanderwerf. Still alive over on the Horicon side. Back over to Frederick. That's kept alive by Rice. Again, the longest volley we've had so far in the match. Down the line, Vanderwerf keeps it alive. Then DeVries, and from the back row. Back over to Hoffman to go tight to the net and popped over by Bawalda. Bamer goes left side over to Frederick and still goes, and last second decision by Bawalda to pull her arms down, and then it lands right behind her, about 10 feet off the net and in. Back to a 2-point lead for Central Wisconsin Christian, and Hannah Sabluski, the libero, back to serve for the Marsh ladies. It looked like it could have possibly floated deep, but Crusaders hit it, just popped over by Bawalda. Bamer gets the pass. She's going to take it herself, goes to the corner, and she can do that. One of the leading kill leaders on the team, and just turned her body a little bit more to the right, so she squared up to the net, put it in the back left corner, and she got herself a kill, and the Marsh ladies back within a point, 20-19. Sabluski with the serve. It's going to be tight to the net and overpassed and waiting for it. Putting it down is Siri Reinwald. We are tied at 20 apiece. A timeout now for the Crusaders. Back in just 30 seconds on Radio Plus.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Home and Family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Wow, we've got ourselves a great first set, just as you expected. Marsh Ladies just weren't going to go away when they were down 18-12, and here they are all tied up at 20 apiece. 20-20, and still serving is Hannah Zabluski. Serve receive being a bit of a problem now for the Crusaders. And Bawalda hits it off her arms and goes deep. Now they're back on their heels with serve receive. By the Crusaders, they trail now by a score of 21-20. They haven't trailed since very early in this first set. Zabluski serving with a 21-20 lead for Horicon. Vanderwerf takes it over in the second hit and finds a wide open court. 6 players about the same distance away from that ball, about 15 feet off the net, right down the middle, and you get a much-needed kill there by Vanderwerf. Take it over when she needs to. They needed her to do it right there. We are tied at 21 apiece. Aaron Rice back to serve for the Crusaders. Ball passed over to Bamer. Going to set over on the right side and roll over the top of the block. Vanderwerf getting the ball over to Smeese and kind of finds her a little bit awkward on that one. Connection wasn't there, and she was kind of coming down, hit off her hands, but put it in the net. Marsh Ladies get the point and the lead back now at 22-21. Natalie Bamer back to serve for the Marsh Ladies. Good pass over to Vanderwerf. That's going to be too tight to the net for Smeese, and putting it back is Haley Lehman. Again, an overpass, a rare missed set by KK Vanderwerf. And a point going to the Marsh Ladies, up by 2, 23-21. Bamer with another serve. His middle back, Ritzma, that's going to be tight to the net too. Tight, and that's put back over by Vanderwerf. What a good battle. She had her back to the net, just about kind of turned a little bit as Reinwald was going to put it away, but she popped it back over and landed right by the net. Over on the Horicon side, and that is a point for the Crusaders, back within 1, 23-22, Horicon. Avery Slings back to serve now for CWC. Serves in the middle back. Bamer gets it. Find the 10-foot line, and good job by Slings right to Vanderwerf. Quick set over to Smeese. Popped in the air by Bamer. It's going to be tight to the net, pushed in the back corner. KK Vanderwerf has to kind of go to the back row to get it, and popped over by Ritzma. That's taken over on the second hit. Ritzma steps in. Back over to Bawalda, and put up in the air by Dykstra. Left side attack now by Frederick down the line and in for the Marsh Ladies. And now Horicon sitting at set number 1 point of 24-22. CWC has to get at least these next 2 points to keep this one alive. Back to serve for the Marsh Ladies, Sarah Frederick. Serves on the far right side. This one's floating well deep. And just what the doctor ordered there for CWC. Get a service there and a long serve by Frederick. And they need this point too to tie this thing up. Got to win by 2. So Bawalda with the serve. That one right down the line, close. Bamer gets it, back sits over the right side, and that's not going to clear on the third hit. Bad pass, and then a set too tight to the net for Lehman to handle, and the Crusaders are now tied with the Marsh Ladies at 24 apiece. Bawalda with another serve for CWC. This goes towards the back row, and it is out by about a foot. A little bit too much on that one. And a point now for the Marsh Ladies, again, a set point for them, up 25-24. Reinwald with the serve. That one dies, and Ritzma gets it over to Vanderwerf. Middle attack done by Smeese. Takes a little off, and maybe a missed hit, too, off her fingertips. But effective. They're all back on their heels waiting for a big hit, and just kind of floats right into the middle of the court. We are tied at 25 points apiece. Just what you expected here in set number one. Extra points in the first set. Smith with the serve, but it goes into the net. 3 point there for the Marsh ladies. Again, serving for set number one, up by a point, 26-25. Haley Lehman back to serve. Serves from the far left side. Good servers for the Marsh ladies. This one just tapped over and stepped in. A good pass over to Vanderwerf. Middle attack, and Ritzma's hit is dug out. Right side attack by Lehman off the block. Diving save by Sling, still alive over on the Horicon side. Left side attack and a cross-court pass. That one is close to the net, and DeVries is trying to put it down into the net. And the Crusaders lose 27-25 in set number one. And we will take a 2-minute break, come back and talk about the first set and get ready for the second set right after this on Radio Plus.
During set number one.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net. If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. He's been in the business for 10 years and started up Torres Tree Service 3 years ago. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get to trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-344-5887.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Les. I've suffered with a bad right knee for 30 years or 40 years. Actually had a knee replacement scheduled, and I looked into this, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. My knee now, 3 months later, is almost like new. I can run up and down stairs. I can sit at a gym watching a basketball game. Really, really happy and pleased with the results. Plan on strongly recommending this to, and I have been recommending this to friends and family who have had joint issues, shoulders, backs, and knees.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
And welcome back to Central Wisconsin Christian. Again, a tough loss there in that first set to the Crusaders. They were up 18-12 at one time in the first set. But then before you knew it, it was 20 apiece, and it was the Marsh ladies getting the lead here and there. Had a chance at 24-22 to wrap it up there, but Crusaders did come back, but a few more chances for the Marsh ladies, and they finally put it away and won that first set by a score of 27-25. You hear all the goose calls right now with the camo night here, the theme for Central Wisconsin Christian. And the Crusaders, well, start out serving here in the second set. Back to serve is Aaron Rice. It's popped over towards Bamer, left side attack now by Reinwald. Is popped up by Ritzma. Middle attack by Smeese. Good pass over to Bamer. Back row attack off the block and out of bounds. Good swing by Haley Lehman from that back right corner. And she just hit right off of Ada Smee's arms and went out of bounds wide right. Point for the Marsh ladies, leading 1-0 to get us going here in set number two. Bamer with the serve. Nice serve and a nice diving save by Rice, but it's back over on the Horicon side. Middle attack, and that one just powers right past Smeese on the swing by Siri Reinwald. She gets the kill. Now 2-0 in favor of Horicon on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Bamer, another serve for her. 2-0 the lead for the Marsh ladies. That one dives into the net. Gives the Crusaders their first point of the second set. I thank all our sponsors for making our broadcast possible here and our video streaming. Thanks to Jeff Sauer to be here with his equipment. People to bring this video streaming on RadioPlusInfo.com or go to YouTube and type in Radio Plus. Right side attack is pushed over, dug out by Slings. Middle attack by Smeese, and she'll power it past the block at the front row by Reinwald. And she'll get the kill for CWC. We're tied at 2 apiece on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Avery Slings again with a serve for the Crusaders. Barely clearing the net. That's popped up by Sabluski. Bamer gets it, pushed over by Reinwald, and a little tap shot by Vanderwerf is dug out. I don't think that's going to clear on that swing from the right side by Haley Lehman. They like to hit from the right side, remember. And Lehman was over there and just puts it right into the net. Does not clear the net. So that's the point for the Crusaders. Stringing 3 points together now, leading 3-2. Avery Slings again serving for the Crusaders. Barely clears the net. Nice diving save by Pufall. Back row attack is looped over. Slings with a pass over to Vanderwerf. Quick set over to Smeese is dug out in the back row by Bamer. Kind of a push shot to the back row. Passed over to KK Vanderwerf. Goes Bawalder from the left side off the block. Controlled by Horicon. Right side attack by Lehman. Kept alive by Vanderwerf, and down the line with it is Bawalda from Bamer's arms. And that is put away. Good job by Bawalda. Putting a little extra on that one down the line from the left side. Bamer got there, but went off her arms and then out of bounds deep. Point for the Crusaders. They lead 4-2. Slings with a serve again for Central Wisconsin Christian. To the middle back with that one. Sabluski gets it over to Bamer. And just tapped over. Vanderwerf keeps it alive. Going to go to the front row, and Smeese will just kind of backhand it over the net. Going to go back over to Lehman on the right side. Pushed up to the front and close to the net. And KK Vanderwerf is in the net just a little bit, trying to toe the line there a little bit. Maybe your hair caught it or something, but a good job by KK to try to avoid going there, but he's called in the net. Now a 4-3 lead for CWC. Serve for Frederick. Popped up by Rice and just rolled over by Smeese. Left side attack now by Pufall, going cross court off the block, then off the hands of Elise Ritzma on that far right side. We are all tied up at 4 apiece. Nobody said this is going to be easy. Crusaders dropping the first set, 27-25 to Horicon. Now we're all tied up at 4 apiece here in the second set. Walda's pass tight to the net over to Vanderwerf, and just kind of battles and wins that joust at the net with a taller player out there, Siri Reinwald. Does a good job on those overpass balls. Tight to the net, up towards the top of the net. She just goes and pokes it up hard and wins that battle for about the second time tonight. Crusaders back in the lead, 5-4. There's a shank shot off the arms of Aubrey Pufall, then out of bounds wide right and deep. Crusaders now up by 2, 6-4. Yeah, great atmosphere, great crowd here making the trip over to Waupun, the new and improving, I should say, Central Wisconsin Christian School. They had a good thing going on here. Right side attack is blocked by Smeese back over on the Horicon side. Ball just tapped over to Ritzma. And Ritzma's going to get it back from Vanderwerf into the block, and not controlled by the Marsh ladies, and a point for CWC. Back up by 3. Gave up a 2-point lead. Got to give it tied up again. Now they've got the last 3 to go up 7-4. Tabitha Bawalda now serving for the Crusaders. Ball passed on the right side over to Lehman. Kept alive by Rice. Here goes Smeese in the middle on the set by KK Vanderwerf. Good pass. Gives you a good set. And a nice finish by Ada Smeese. 8-4 the lead now for the Crusaders. Timeout on the court. Back after this in just 30 seconds on Radio Plus.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Timeout taken by the Marsh ladies, and we're back out ready to play again. More of this second set. A nice 4-point run going on right now for Central Wisconsin Christian, with Tabitha Bawalda back serving yet for the Crusaders. Bawalda serve goes to the middle back. Hamer gets the pass left side with it is Pufall, and she's going to hit it out of bounds. And they say off the touch of the Crusaders. So that'll be a point for Horicon. Stopping the bleeding on that run for Central Wisconsin Christian. 8-5 the lead now for CWC. And back to serve for Horicon is Siri Reinwald. The pass over to Vanderwerf. Left side attack by Ritzma is dug out. Right side over to Lehman, and that was too far to the right. And trying to bring it back in is Lehman. Just can't quite get that angle. Hits it back into the net, and that's a point for the Crusaders. Back up by 4, 9-5. Ada Smeese now serving for Central Wisconsin Christian. Good serve there by Smeese. Popped over to Bamer. Good pass. Takes over the second hit. Slings gets the ball over to Vanderwerf. Left side attack by Ritzma is dug out by Bamer. Back over to Lehman on the right side. Cross court over to Slings. Vanderwerf takes it over the second hit. Diving save. And a roll shot for the Marsh ladies. Effective one, though. Vanderwerf pops it up, and it's going to be tight to the net. And then, I don't know what happened exactly there. Good job by KK Vanderwerf coming from the right side all the way to the left side. Pops it over the net just barely. And the Marsh ladies can't clear the net after that with Ritzma blocking. 10-5 the lead now for Central Wisconsin Christian. Bamer gets it. Back set over the right side to Lehman. The block is up. We had DeVries and Ritzma, but kind of gets caught in their hands there and falls on the floor over on the Crusader side. Point for Horicon. 10-6 the score now in favor of Central Wisconsin Christian on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Haley Lehman in the back row now to serve from the left side. Good pass by Ritzma over to Vanderwerf. Back over to Ritzma off the block. Sabluski keeps it alive, and a back row attack by Sabluski. Perfect spot for that. Right over by the left sideline, about 25 feet down the line. Diving save attempt by Slings. Nice try, but couldn't get to it. Horicon inching back in again, trailing 10-7. Now Lehman serving from the right side. Going right at Ritzma. Good, took the pace off the ball. Good pass. And it goes Ritzma just pushing it off to the left, kept alive by Bamer. And Zabluski just to bump it over on the third hit. Bawalda over to Vanderwerf, over to DeVries is kept alive by Lehman. Left side attack by Pufall is off the block, kept alive, and it's going to have to be pushed over, and it is by Rice on the third hit. We're going yet here in this volley. It's off the block, back over on the Marsh ladies side, off the block again, kept alive by Rice, and tight to the net over to Ritzma, kept alive by Bamer, and rolled over. Nice hit, but good job by Rice to get the ball over to Vanderwerf, and here he goes. Nice big swing from the left side and put away by Ritzma. Just puts it down. You got to go to that far left shoulder. She's a lefty from that left side, and she just puts it down right down the line on a point for Central Wisconsin Christian. They're back up by 4, 11-7. That really fired up the crowd for Central Wisconsin Christian and the bench for the Crusaders. Vanderwerf, another good serve. Passed over to Bamer. Right side attack by Pufall. Hits it into the net. And the Crusaders with another point. Up by 5 again, 12-7. Matching their highest lead they've had here in the second set. Vanderwerf back to serve again. Their best server for the Crusaders. Good pass over to Bamer. Middle attack. Push to the back row off the hit by Gibbs. And Ritzma tries to slice it down the line. That is out of bounds wide left. Kind of an awkward spot instead of going cross court, going across her body. and try to bring it right down that left line, but just missed by about a foot. And a point for the Marsh Ladies. They're down by 4, though, 12-8. But they've dealt with deficits pretty good so far here in the match, winning that first set, 27-25. Buwalda's overpass on the first serve receive. And pushed right back over in the Marsh Ladies side. Just another joust at the net. Bamer, after it goes out from DeVries' hand, Bamer gets it right on top of the net and pushes it off the right to an open spot. Marsh Ladies back within 3 now, 12-9. Clara Dykstra again back to serve from that far left side. Good pass by Rice over to Vanderwerf. Backs over to the left side over to Ritzma. Reaches way back and puts it down to the middle of the court. Had to reach way behind her and still gets over the top of the ball and puts it away. 13-9 the lead now for the Crusaders. Elise Ritzma rotates to the back row for CWC. That was going to be up in the Raptors, chased down by Sabluski and bumped over by Sarah Frederick. Way to the back row. Good play on that, but as good as you could get. Ritzma pushes it over on the third hit. Bamer goes far left side over to Frederick. Kept alive by Vanderwerf. Put over the left side over to Buwalda with the left hand. Puts it up, goes off the arms. Maybe a Bushke over on that side. A diving attempt. Going to be close to going out, but a point for the Crusaders, leading by 5 again for the third time here in the set, 14-9. Crusaders down 1-0. Ritzma with the serve. Bushke keeps it alive. Sabluski over to the right side, over to Gibbs. Back set on the right side over to Hoffman, is dug out by the Marsh Ladies. Left side attack, and that may have went out of bounds. No touch on that one on the swing by Frederick over on that side. It's a little too deep. 15-9, now a 6-point lead for Central Wisconsin Christian. Ritzma again with a serve. Bamer gets it, back sets over on the right side. And a nice swing from the right side by Lizzie Gibbs. She puts it away. Ritzma gets an arm on it, but it just keeps on heading out of bounds deep. 15-10 lead for CWC. Back to serve for the Marsh Ladies is Hannah Sabluski. Sabluski goes to the middle back. Rice, the good pass over to Vanderwerf. Takes over the second hit. Diving save by Bushke. And Bamer rolls it to the far left side. I don't know if she saw that or not, but that was a nice play going from the right sideline all the way to the left side. 20 feet off the net. Just a roll shot that lands in. Nobody close to it for CWC. Another point for Horicon. 15-11 the lead for the Crusaders. Again, mishandled ball in the back row. And Ritzma will roll it over on the third hit. Bamer gets it, takes over the second hit. Rice with a save. Going to get it over to Buwalda into the block. And Buwalda pops it alive. DeVries will take it over by the right sideline. Kept alive by Bushke. Far left side with it is Frederick. Taps it over. Buwalda gets to it. Taking over on the second. It's a Sabluski dives. Gets an arm on it, but it shoots off her arm deep and not near any of her teammates. Nice job there by the Crusaders. Sticking with that point and getting it. Back up by 5, 16-11. Rice with his serve into the net. And a point for the Marsh Ladies. 16-12 the lead now for Central Wisconsin Christian on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Haley Lehman checking back in to go along the front row now for the Marsh Ladies. Bamer back with the serve into the net. Sure, you don't see that a whole lot with her, but that was towards the bottom of the net and a much needed point for them. 17-12 was the lead for Central Wisconsin Christian. And Avery Slings back to serve for CWC. Slings her barely clearing the net. Bamer chases it down. Middle attack hard off the block on the swing by Siri Reinwald. Perfect set there by her setter Natalie Bamer. Just hit it hard off the block and a point for the Marsh Ladies. Back within 4, 17-13 the lead for Central Wisconsin Christian. Frederick with the serve. Good pass by Buwalda. Middle attack by Buwalda and gets her right back after a good pass. KK Vanderwerf gets it right there for her. She hammers it right by the back line. Right now just trading points are these two teams, but Crusaders leading 18-13. Tap out the Buwalda with the serve. Rolls off the hands of Sabluski. Chasing out the court is Frederick. Tight to the net, and Bamer Gets enough of the ball to go off the block right above the net. Good job by Natalie Bamer. Back to the net, awkward position, but gets her hands on it, goes off the block of Central Wisconsin Christian. And now Dan Tenaple questioning something with the down referee right in front of the scorer's table. Not sure exactly what he's getting at. Now he has KK Vanderwerf, the captain, talking to the up ref. They're the person that needs to talk to the referee, and they said, let's play ball. 18-14 the lead. This one's going to get blasted out of bounds by about 10 feet. Tell you what, Horicon did in that first set when they were coming back, they were getting all of their serves in. They were serving hard and effectively. They were dropping in. CWC was having trouble receiving. Not as good. They've had some real key opportunities. And this one's going to catch all of the tape by Smeese and rolls over and on the court about 2 feet off the net. And Crusaders getting the benefit of the roll off the let serves. 20-14 the lead now for Central Wisconsin Christian. Smeese with another serve going towards the back row. This is by about 3 feet on that one. 20-15 the lead for Central Wisconsin Christian. See if they can close out. Get that 18-12 lead in that first set and lost. Now they're up by 5, 20-15 in the second set. Lehman with the serve, another service error by the girls that were putting them all in that first set. So some opportunities, numerous opportunities for Horicon to maybe get back in this, but service errors doesn't give your team a chance to score. And Crusaders taking advantage of it. Right down the line, Frederick keeps it alive. Bamer gets it, going right side over to Pufall. Just pushes it back on the Crusader side. It's tight to net. Ritzma will pop it over. Bamer will get it back over to Pufall. Off the fingertips of Vanderwerf and tight to the net. DeVries blocks it back over on the Horicon side. Going to get over to Bamer on the right side. Cross court. It's going to be out of bounds wide left. Nothing working right now for the Marsh ladies here in the second set. Now 22-15 lead for CWC. Vanderwerf back to serve. Goes right down the line, and that one's going to miss just by a little bit, maybe a foot there down that right line. Not afraid to go for it. And you got a lead like that, you can go for them. See if you can get a few points right directly off your serve. A point for the Marsh ladies. They're down by 6, in trouble right now. As Crusaders are only 3 points away from a set number 2 victory. Clara Dykstra back to serve again for Horicon. Walda getting the ball over to Vanderwerf. Back set over to Ritzma on the left side, dug out by the Marsh ladies. Left side attack now by Frederick. Hard off the block, kept alive by Emma Hoffman. Good save on that one. Back on the Marsh ladies side. Just inside the 10-foot line is Frederick, popped up by Bawalda. Set over the left side over to Ritzma. Zabluski keeps it alive, gets it to Bamer. Left side attack now by Frederick, popped up by Vanderwerf. Goes Ritzma on the left side into the block, and a save tipped by Bawalda. Can't quite get to it, covering well, but just can't get to it. And the Marsh ladies get another point, but they're down by 5, 22-17. Another serve for Clara Dykstra. Bad pass will chase Vanderwerf in the back row. Ritzma will just take it down the line on the right side. Bamer gets it, left side over to Frederick, cross court. Nice diving save by Rice, and DeVries tries to kind of backhand it over. And doesn't clear the net with it, and that is a point for the Marsh ladies. Stringing some together, now they're back within 4, 22-18. Dykstra with a serve, a little let serve kept alive by Rice. Vanderwerf going over to Ritzma along the left side. She'll put it away right to the middle of the court. Not a great pass up to KK Vanderwerf, but still got it up enough for Ritzma to take it down from that right side, get the kill. 23-18 in favor of Central Wisconsin Christian. Ritzma's serve. Bushke gets it, chasing the back row is Bamer, just pushed over on the third hit. Fingertips of Vanderwerf, and just a bump now. Free ball for Horicon. There goes Frederick from the left side, and that one's going to be well out of bounds, deep. No touch on that one, and the Crusaders with the point. Now looking at a set point, 24-18 here in the second set. Elise Ritzma serving for the second set. Zabluski with a good pass over to Bamer. Back set on the right side, off the block. Bawalda keeps it alive and pops it back up. Back to Bawalda left side. Diving save attempt is no good. Bawalda puts it away for the kill And the Crusaders win 25-18 after losing the first set 27-25, and we are tied at one set apiece. We got a great match and a long way to go yet in this match. We'll be back in just 2 minutes with the third set from Central Wisconsin Christian on Radio Plus.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out. The power of intelligent farming is here. The remarkable new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence is available now at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Built on the legacy of the acclaimed New Holland T7 tractor family, the T7 Heavy Duty delivers leading all-around performance and comfort. You'll see wider, operate quieter, think smarter, and feel stronger. 2 models are available, featuring up to 313 horsepower. Designed for you, by you, the new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence lets you put intelligent farming to work right now. See one today at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown.
Most of us plan ahead in life. We plan for our wedding, our children's education, family vacations, and other life events. Understanding the benefits of pre-planning your funeral has prompted many to take the step and plan for their own arrangements. The biggest reason is so your family is put at ease by knowing your decisions are taken care of. The burden is lifted off their shoulders. Call 324-5547 to discuss pre-planning your funeral arrangements.
Coles Community Funeral Homes, Markesan, Randolph, and Waupun.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most. Contact Christine File Agent at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun or call 920-324-3488 today. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
We are back at Central Wisconsin Christian. Place is rocking right now. We're all tied up at one set apiece. Horicon winning the first set 27-25, and Central Wisconsin Christian winning the second set by a score of 25-18. A lot better passing for the Crusaders in that second set. A lot of help service-wise for Central Wisconsin Christian from Horicon as they have trouble getting serves over at key moments in that second set. And there's some opportunities there where they were trading points to maybe string some together, but they just couldn't do it. And again, their leader out there with Natalie Bamer puts the first set of the third set, first serve of the third set into the net. So a little mirror of what was happening in the second half of that second set, giving the Crusaders a much easier time. Avery slings back to serve for the Crusaders. Good pass over to Bamer. Middle attack by Reinwald. Good job just kind of directing it off to the left. A diving attempt. Saved by Avery Sling. Shoots off her arms into the bleachers. We're all tied at one apiece on your New Medical Integrated Healthcare scoreboard. Sarah Frederick back to serve for the Marsh Ladies. Hard serve, but into the net. Two serves into the net. I should say 3 serves into the net so far in this match. So see if we can get things going. Kowalda back to serve now for the Crusaders. Good pass over to Bamer. Going to go right back over left side over to Poofall. Block is up with Sweets. Putting up the big wall. And also over there KK Vanderwerf. KK tried to take credit for that one over on that right side, but Ada said, that was off my forearm. I put it down off my forearm. Waldo with another serve. High off the arms of Sabluski. Pufall will get it, and boy, just a little off from what they were playing in that first set. An early timeout taken by Coach Bamer of Horicon as their team is trailing 4-1 and looking a little ragged here so far. Let's take a 30-second timeout back after this on Radio Plus.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
4-1 lead, and like I said, a couple serves into the net and a push shot right into the net. Nothing working right now for Horicon early in this third set. 4-1 the lead for the Crusaders. Tabitha Bawalda with another serve. Bamer chases the back row on a bad pass. Roll shot by Pufall, dug out by Ritzma. Ritzma will get it right back on the left side. That is kept alive in the back row by Frederick. Right side attack now by Lehman going down the line. And finding the open part of the court. Kind of expect her to go cross court. Everybody leaning that way. But she takes it right down the line on that right side. Gets it to go. And Marsh Ladies trailing by 2, 4-2 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Suri Reinwald with the serve. Popped in the air by Rice. And Ritzma will just have to knuckle it over to get it over on the third hit. Frederick's going to go right side over to Lehman. The block is up, back over on the Horicon side, pushed over by Vanderwerf deep. That is chased down by Reinwald. Back row attack, pushed up by Rice. Tough one, but somehow Vanderwerf gets it back over the net. Just popped over. Free ball now for the Crusaders. Ritzma pounds one from the left side. Is going to catch the antenna, though. That is out of bounds, and that's a point for Horicon. They're back within a point now. 4-3 the lead for Central Wisconsin Christian. Another serve for Reinwald. Barely clearing the net. That knuckleball that gave Ritzma some trouble. Shot right off her arm straight. Maybe no more than 4 feet in the air, right into the bleachers. Cross court. And we are tied at 4 apiece. Siri Reinwald again with another serve. Going a little deeper this time. Bawalda with a good pass. Set it up there to Smeese. Alive, and she goes up on the putback. They kind of saved it on the Horicon side, but just saved it to see Ada Smeese go up and just tap it right down on the 10-foot line. Point for the Crusaders, back up again by a score of 5-4.
Smeese to serve.
Ada Smeese rotates to the back now to serve for Central Wisconsin Christian. That's going to go, you just hear the clunker up here. That was not a clean hit. You just hear it. So whack on that one, it just deadens right into the net. Not even close to going over. We're tied at 5 apiece after that hitting error. And Haley Lehman back to serve. Good job by Rice. Over to Vanderwerf. Middle attack by Ritzma and puts it down to the back right corner. Elise Ritzma putting the Crusaders back up 6-5 here in the third set. All started with that good pass off the push up by Aaron Rice. Getting it right to KK, and she put it up for Ritzma to put it away. Vanderwerf rotates back to serve. It's going to be a right side attack. It's pushed by Pufall back over to Rice. Vanderwerf just had a cross court. A little awkward. She's kind of running away from Ritzma, way off to the right side, and then just popped it over about right along the 10-foot line. And Ritzma not in position to effectively hit the ball, hits it into the net, and that is a point for the Marsh Ladies, and we are tied at 6 apiece. Barely over the net, Rice pops it up. Vanderwerf going to go right side over to Ritzma again. She had to backpedal and fall down to try to push it, but that's another point for the Marsh Ladies, and they've got the lead now, 7-6 in this third set. Clara Dykstra with the serve. Good pass this time to Vanderwerf. Left side attack by Hoffman. And all 5-7 of her goes up there and puts it away off the arms of Clara Dykstra. Nice swing there by Hoffman. What else can you expect from a 5-7 player at the net, but a very effective 5-7 player. Emma Hoffman does so many good things within their system. Ritzma with the serve, popped up by Bushke. Left side attack now by Frederick off the block. Bawalda keeps it alive, gets it to Vanderwerf, back to Bawalda. Kind of couldn't cross court, couldn't put a lot on that one. Frederick just rolls it over, back over to Ritzma. And there goes a roll shot by Bawalda. Middle attack. Nice diving save by Rice. Pushed up by Vanderwerf, tight to the net, back over on the CWC side. And back over to Crusader side again. Taking over the second hit and bounced around a little bit. A good time for that by KK Vanderwerf. So effective with those little dump shots she does on the second hit. It's kind of a rally killer for some of the teams, some of those volley killers to give the Crusaders a point, but very effective and gets a point for Crusaders, back up by a point, 8-7. Bamer goes left side over to Frederick. The block is up with the breeze up there. Back on the Marsh Ladies side. Going to get pushed over, kept alive by Vanderwerf. Good job with control on that one. Down the line with it is Bawalda, but chased down by the Marsh Ladies. Back row attack and into the net on the swing by Clara Dykstra. Player that probably looks like she doesn't do a lot of the hitting and from the back row, so I'll put that one right in the middle of the net. 9-7 now, a 2-point lead for CWC. Ritzma with the serve, chased down by Sabluski. Frederick going to go way to the right side, easy little hit, free ball now for the Crusaders. Good job by Vanderwerf to get to Hoffman down the line with it. Sabluski pops it over to Bamer. Right side attack, that one just catches the tape. Definitely a miss hit on that one by Lizzie Gibbs. Had to clunk that one, but it caught the tape, rolled over, and landed on the floor on the CWC side. And the Marsh Ladies get a point, back to a 1-point lead for CWC. Anna Sabluski back to serve for the Marsh Ladies. Bawalda, good pass, going to go to the middle over to DeVries. Sabluski passes over to Bamer, left side over to Frederick. And just takes a little off from DeVries' fingertip. Lands right behind her on Frederick's just little roll shot that she had. We are tied now at 9 apiece here in set number 3. 1 set apiece in the match. Sabluski again with the serve. Price pops the ball. Left side attack by Bawalda, right back over on the Crusader side, and like Bamer goes up and puts it down for the block kill. And now the Marsh Ladies are leading 10-9 here in the third set. Anna Sabluski back to serve again for Horicon. Good pass by Ritzma over to Vanderwerf, left side over to Bawalda, cross court, chased down in the back row by Dykstra, left side attack by Frederick. He is into the net. And a point for the Crusaders. We're tied at 10 apiece. What a battle between these two top teams in the conference. Ball's passed up, chasing it down is Bamer in the back row, and Reinwald will just push it over on the third hit. Vanderwerf gets it, a quick set over to Smeese, diving save by Sabluski, attempted save, and can't get control of it. Point for the Crusaders, back up now 11-10. The Randolph Lady Rockets playing in a battle of unbeatens in conference play. They're taking on Marquezan over in Marquezan, I believe, tonight. And Randolph leading 2-0 in that match. Swing to the right side by Frederick, puts it away to the back left corner. Randolph winning the first set 25-10 and 25-13 in the second set. Now they won in 3. 25-19, 25-10, 25-13. So they rather quickly dispatched of Marquezan in that match. This will be the only undefeated team in the Trailways West Conference. There goes Smeese from the left side on a good set. Started to cut it just a little bit too much and hits it right down into the net. And the Marsh Ladies have the lead now. Back and forth the lead between these two teams in the third set. Natalie Bamer again with another serve. Good pass by Ritzma. Quick set over to Smeese. Just directs it off to the right by Frederick. They're kind of waiting for the big hit, and they just kind of takes a big swing at him, swing and a miss. And a point for the Crusaders. We're tied now at 12 apiece. Back to serve is Avery Slings for CWC. Slings serve goes off the fingertips of Frederick and out of bounds deep. And the Crusaders now back on top. Like I said, trading leads back and forth now 13-12 in favor of CWC. Another serve for Avery Slings. The middle back with it. Frederick pass over to Bamer. Left side attack now by Lehman. Just a nice little tap shot off to the left. And a diving Avery Slings can't get to it, but a nice spot for that one. Not to swing hard. Just to find that open spot, and Lehman gets the kill. Now we're tied again at 13 apiece. Frederick with the serve for the Marsh ladies. Good serve. Rice pops it up. Ritzma chases it over by the left sideline, and Smeese will just roll it over. Lehman from the right side, where she likes to hit the most. Goes off the block of Walden, then out of bounds. Horicon gets the point. They lead 14-13. Another lead change here at Central Wisconsin Christian. Frederick with the serve. Vanderwerf has to go down low to get that to Smeese, but does a good job, pops it up, and about 5 feet off the net. Smeese will go to that back right corner and gets enough on that one. I think Vanderwerf's expression was, I didn't know she could do that much for that serve or that set. But Smeese did. She put it away. Now we're tied at 14 apiece. Bawalda with the serve. Pufall gets the ball. Lehman from the right side. Jumping up and tried to save it was Rice, and then going back. Did get a hand on it, did Vanderwerf, but it ends up going out of bounds. Back to a lead by 1 point for the Marsh ladies. Both teams will love to have this third set and be up 2-1. Good pass by Walden, the back row. Ritzma with a big swing and block back over on the Crusader side. Back over to Ritzma again. Kept alive by Frederick. Bamer takes it over on the second hit. Slings tries to get to it, can't control it. Now a 2-point lead for the Marsh ladies of Horicon, up 16-14 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Suri Reinwald with the serve now for the Marsh ladies. Good pass this time by Rice. Vanderwerf gets the ball over to release Ritzma over on that left side. Just gets above the ball, kind of hangs in the air for a while, it seems. And she goes down and takes it right down the line, just to the left of the block. Just puts it right down, places it right by the 10-foot line. Crusaders down by 1, 16-15. Frederick kind of a mishandled ball. Gets over to Pufall over on the left side. This one with a good pass, getting it back from Vanderwerf tight to the net, and at least she's had a little trouble with her same foot problems and ankle problems that she had last year, and kind of an awkward step on that one, can't get to it. Back to a 2-point lead for Horicon. Got a timeout on the court by the Crusaders. Dan wants to talk about it. Back in 30 seconds with more CWC volleyball on Radio Plus.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
And Danson Apel taking a timeout for the Crusaders. Getting a real crunch time and later in this third set, so you want to try to get some points together, get that lead back. You're trailing now 17-15 here in set number 3, and 1 set apiece in the match. Back to serve is Haley Lehman. A serve from her. Ritzma with a good pass, though, over to Vanderwerf. Quick set over to Ritzma, and puts it in right on the line over on the right side. That perfect pass getting it to KK Vanderwerf, and then she puts it right there as all the momentum coming toward the net for Ritzma. She just pounds it down off to the right side. 1-point lead now for the Marsh ladies with Vanderwerf and her serve. Nice serve going right at Bushke in the back row, and a back pedals, working that back line on a hard low line drive serve by Vanderwerf. Bushke can't handle, a little too hot, and goes out of bounds wide right. We are tied at 17 apiece. Vanderwerf with the serve. Popped up by Sabluski. Bamer gets it. And puts to the back row. That might have been out. And saved by the Crusaders. And Hoffman on the third hit. Can't get it over. A lot of people yelling at it was out, but still hit. Up in the air, and eventually a point for Horicon. They're back up by a point, 18-17. So back to serve for the Marsh Ladies is Clara Dykstra. That was a tape job and put over on the first hit, overpass ball. Bamer gets a left side attack by Frederick is dug out. Going to go back over to Ritzma on that left side, cross court. Zabluski, good pass over to Bamer. Right side attack, barely clearing the net. Kept, well, good attempt to keep it alive, but a little off speed on that hit by Lizzie Gibbs. Everybody kind of back on their heels, and then she just kind of clunks one over the top of the double block. And CWC cannot control now, 19-17 the lead for the Marsh Ladies. That was a tape shot. Back setter on the right side over to Ritzma. Hints it over to Bushke, chased down by Bamer in the back row. And the block up by DeVries, puts it down on the block kill. Nice job getting up on the hit by Lizzie Gibbs. And puts it right back down in the middle of the court. Another point for the Crusaders. They are trailing 19-18. Bushke with a good pass over to Bamer. Pushes it and catching Crusaders a little off guard. They like to go cross court from that right side and deep. KK kind of put her arm up there to pop it up off her forearm, but can't control. Now 20-18 the lead for Horicon. Zabluski with the serve. Not a great pass, and bumped over by DeVries on the third hit. Bushke over to Bamer. Middle attack, and that's going to be out of bounds on the swing by Reinwald. And a point for the Crusaders. Another opportunity to tie this thing up. Trailing now 20-19. Aaron Rice back to serve for the Crusaders. Zabluski is going to be tight to the net. Push to the back corner again. No one in the same area code as that one. Again, that's kind of where she's going to take it when she puts it over on that second hit. And it was tight to the net, too, so you kind of knew she was going to take it over, but no one near that ball. Back to a 2-point lead for the Marsh Ladies. And Bamer rotates to the back to serve for Horicon. Waldo's pass over to Vanderwerf. Here goes Smeese and puts it down to Dykstra in the back row, but it lands right in front of her. But a nice set. And Smeese just puts it away from that left side. Crusaders see if they can get this one and tie things up. 21-20 in favor of the Marsh Ladies. What a third set here at Central Wisconsin Christian. Avery Slings back to serve now for CWC. Let's take the net again. And attack by Lehman down on that left side. And kind of flirting again with that ball possibly being out of bounds. I thought I heard someone yell out. And Rice got her hands on it anyway, or Slings, one of the two, and couldn't control it. Back to a 2-point lead for the Marsh Ladies. A must point here for Central Wisconsin Christian with Frederick serving. That's going to be tight to the net to nice over the top of the net, putting it down was Smeese, but dug out by the Marsh Ladies. It's popped over. Free ball now for CWC. Back over to Smeese. Not a great set. She just pushes it over, but again, another opportunity for the Crusaders. Lehman pops it up. Bamer's going to go left side over to Poofall and pushed up by Rice. That's tight tonight to Smeese again. They just can't quite get that connection, and finally goes down. Not a great set, not a great connection between Vanderwerf and Smeese, but kind of scoops it off to her left. And the Marsh Ladies can't handle that awkward shot. And again, the Crusaders getting a must point there, back within a point, 22-21 in favor of Horicon. Beamer does question the up referee, and Natalie's going to tell her mom, Tara, exactly what they said on that one, but they're questioning maybe she kind of threw it over there. So here we go. Another opportunity to tie this third set. 22-21, the Marsh Ladies. Bawalda with the serve. Zabluski passes the ball to Bamer. Good pass, right side attack now by Lehman. Going cross court, diving save by Slings. Vanderwerf passes it towards the middle over to Ritzma. Roll shot down the line. Bamer keeps it alive. Zabluski pops it up. Now a free ball for the Crusaders. Good pass over to KK Vanderwerf. Over to Smeese. And just kind of directs it off to the left again. Can't get that connection there. Good job by Bawalda getting to the ball over to Ritzma. She pops it down. Elise Ritzma puts it away. Big point there for the Crusaders. Leading now 22, or I should say tied up at 22 apiece. Big time swing there by Elise Ritzma. A perfectly placed ball by KK Vanderwerf. And we are tied at 22 apiece. Tabitha Bawalda with the serve. That's going to be tight to the net for Bamer. Going to back set right side over to Lehman. Dug out in the back row by Rice. Vanderwerf comes all the way over, back sets right side over to Smeese. Bamer passes left side over to Pufall. Keeping it alive is Smeese, and just, it's too tight to the net. An awkward opportunity there. Good job. And somehow they just couldn't get the ball back over for the Crusaders. Now a 23-22 lead for Horicon. That will put Siri Reinwald back to serve. Good serve, kind of a clunk shot, but a good job by KK Vanderwerf, dug up by Reinwald in the back. Pufall gets it. Good pass over to KK Vanderwerf. Middle attack now by Smeese into the block of Lizzie Gibbs, and she puts it back down with a block kill. The connection not there with Smeese and Vanderwerf here in this third set. Now it is set number 3 point for Horicon. Reinwald with the serve. Ball pass tight to the net, overpass. Vanderwerf keeps it alive, and it's going to get bumped over by Ritzma on the third hit. Bamer gets it right side over to Lehman, down the line, diving save attempt, and not in time. And the CWC gives up the second set, 25-22, and now trail 2-1 in this match. Stick around. We're going to be here for hopefully a while as CWC needs to win 2 sets to win this match. Back after this with more Crusader Volleyball on Radio Plus.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Les. I've suffered with a bad right knee for 30 years or 40 years. Actually had a knee replacement scheduled, and I looked into this, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. My knee now, 3 months later, is almost like new. I can run up and down stairs. I can sit at a gym watching a basketball game. Really, really happy and pleased with the results. Plan on strongly recommending this to, and I have been recommending this to friends and family who have had joint issues, shoulders, backs, and knees.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
The power of intelligent farming is here. The remarkable new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence is available now at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Built on the legacy of the acclaimed New Holland T7 tractor family, the T7 Heavy Duty delivers leading all-around performance and comfort. You'll see wider, operate quieter, think smarter, and feel stronger. 2 models are available, featuring up to 313 horsepower. Designed for you, by you, the new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence lets you put intelligent farming to work right now. See one today at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Werner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Here we go. Central Wisconsin Christian now down 2-1 to Horicon. Horicon winning the first set 27-25. Crusaders looking pretty solid in that second set, winning 25-18. Then just a back and forth affair. Eventually, the March ladies just kind of keeping that lead. They tied up and then they just get the lead back and end up winning 25-22 in the third set to take a 2-1 lead. CWC will serve first here in this fourth set. Bamer goes to the right side over to Frederick. Off the tape, kept alive, back right away over on the Marsh Lady side. Bamer goes to the backhand. KK Vanderwerf will get the ball. Speaks takes the swing from the middle on a set by Emma Hoffman. That's definitely part of their game plan. They're trying to get that first hit over to KK Vanderwerf. Smart, thing to do, of course, get it at the setter, take her out of the equation. But Emma Hoffman steps into set and puts it right there for Smith. 1-0 Crusaders. Bamer left side over to Reinwald. Save attempt by Rice in the back row. Can't quite get to it to control it. And a point going to the Marsh Ladies. We're tied at 1 apiece on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Natalie Bamer back to serve now for the Marsh Ladies. And a conference between the down ref and the up ref. There's the rotation issue with anybody, one of the teams, which we haven't had any problems with that so far in the match, but we'll see if that's we have an issue with any of the rotation. As they come up with an answer on this one, they want to get it right. Finishing touches by Rich, located on Main Street in Waupun, one of our sponsors. Right on Main Street, Waupun, and that's the place to go for your luxury vinyl plank, your luxury vinyl tile. It's the best quality stuff you're going to find in the area at the best price. Also, brand name carpeting, great quality stuff. 30-year warranty on some of the stuff that they have there. Hardwood floors, you can choose from some of his selection he's got for that. And I know he keeps himself pretty busy with his designing of cabinets and countertops, too, and he does an unbelievable job. He's been doing this for about 80 years or so, I'm just guessing. Yeah, about 40 years or so, I know Rich has been doing this stuff, if not longer. And just looking at some of the things he draws out with his pencil and his graph paper is just unbelievable. You got to be precise on that, otherwise you're not going to have a very successful business if you keep on having mistakes there. But Rich nails it every time, and a great person to kind of talk to about your maybe a kitchen design for your cabinets. We're at Finishing Touches by Rich, proud sponsor of high school sports. Again, another meeting with the down ref and the up ref. I know KK Vanderwerf, the captain for the Crusaders over there, getting in on the conversation now. So she knows exactly what they're talking about. It's the early going here. They might have taken a point off the board now for CWC. It was 1-1 at one time. Now they have 1-0. If we're going to get any explanation from Greg Zonefeld, who's sitting there as the PA announcer. It's nice to tell them so all the confused people in the crowd can answer that, but the score is still sitting at 1-0. Not sure how that works exactly, but Bawalda kind of a shank shot, but they do get it back up and just put over on the third hit. Free ball now for the Marsh Ladies. There goes Frederick with a roll shot, chased down by Ritzma. Smith with the attack, and she's going to miss wide left by about 5 feet. So the connection that they had between Vanderwerf and Smith in that, especially in that second set and early in the first set, just not there right now. They're just not connecting to get her to, hammer that ball down. Good pass by Bawalda, and Bawalda gets it right back and just right over the top of Smith, who was up in the air, and they get it over to Bawalda. She'll just kind of place it off to her right and get a point for the Crusaders. 2-1 the lead now for Horicon. Tabitha Bawalda back to serve for CWC. Bawalda's serve goes to the middle back. Zabluski getting the ball over to Bamer. A right side attack by Lehman, and just very calmly directs the ball over to the left, right by the left sideline. About 7 feet off the net. Dancing April Nuts a little irritated by something going on out there, maybe besides the score on the scoreboard right now, but he's talking to the down referee right now. The score 3-1 in favor of Horicon on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Jeff Sauer here doing the video streaming with us. We've been traveling around a lot, but Jeff's just been very busy with the company, and we thank him for doing all the games covering the Waupun football games. He was there with us over at Cambria Friesland, and that close game between the two conference foes, Randolph and Cambria-Friesland. So nice having him along here tonight, having that video which everybody has now, a video streaming to the whole equation. Well, the conference over, nothing changed after that, but 3-1 now the lead for the Marsh ladies. Vanderwerf going left side over to Ritzma with the left hand, and that's going to be off the block and down unless that didn't make it clear. But again, either way, it's a point for the Marsh ladies. They're playing with some confidence right now, and I see Coach Tara Bamer kind of looking back at her assistant coach and kind of pumping her, not really pumping her fist, but kind of flexing a little bit, saying she likes where her girls are at right now. And Smith just has to just pop it over on the third hit. Here goes Pufall on the left side, and the block is up off the arms of Smith. Puts it down with the block kill. 2-4, the deficit for the Crusaders right now, trailing 4-2. With Ada Smith rotating to the back row for CWC. Zabluski getting the ball over to Bamer from behind the 10-foot line. Pretty good pace on that ball by Pufall, but it's dug up by Randolph. Pufall gets it again. Good pass by Smith over to Vanderwerf, going over to Ritzma on the left side, catches the tape, popped up by Lehman. And Zabluski will get it, roll it over on the third hit. Ritzma over to KK Vanderwerf, back over to Ritzma. Going down the line, but Bamer pops it up. Zabluski getting the ball over to Lehman, going deep with it. Smith chases it down, back row. Got to get it over on this one. Slings does. Bamer getting it, back set right side. That one's going to get pounded down right to the bottom of the net by Siri Reinwald. And that gives the Crusaders a point. 4-3 the lead now for Horicon, and Ada Smith back serving again, looking to try to tie this thing up. Smith's one of their top servers for the Crusaders. Ball popped up by Frederick to Bamer. Left side over to Pufall, cross court. And big extreme angle on that one. Here goes Ritzma going down the line. Bamer kind of pops it back up with her fist and then eventually puts it back over. Vanderwerf going far left side again over to Ritzma, pounds it down into the net. Point for the Horicon Marsh ladies, leading now 5-3 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. That will be bringing you some high school football coming up on Friday night. It'll be over at Campbellsport as they take on St. Mary Springs, a battle on the flyway. Should be a good game. Here goes Ritzma with the attack, goes over the top of the block and just kind of flicks her wrist down and puts it over the top of the outstretched arms of the oversized girls in the middle. I shouldn't say overmatched, but over height with the tall players over on the CWC side. DeVries out there at 6 foot. Ritzma at about 5'10" maybe. Left side attack by Pufall, and she puts it away off the arm of Gawalda, the cross court way in the back right corner. Back to a 2-point lead for the Marsh ladies, leading 6-4 here in the fourth set. They lead this match 2-1 over the host Crusaders. Haley Lehman with the serve, and that catches the tape, is not clear. And the Crusaders get the ball back, see if they can get some kind of rhythm going. 6-5 the lead for the Marsh ladies, and back to serve is Elise Ritzma. Ritzma's serve just kind of rolls, just taps it over. Taking over on the second hit, and the well-disguised shot by Bamer. Doesn't do any dump shots really. I've seen her on the second hit kind of push it way to the back left corner, but a true little dump shot on that one and puts it in for the point for the Horicon Marsh ladies. 7-5 the lead for Horicon. Back to serve is Clara Dykstra. Rice passes the ball over to Vanderwerf and just punched it over on the second hit. Bamer going to go left side over to Frederick. The block is up, and DeVries puts it down with Hoffman right next to her. The block kill for the Crusaders. Back within a point again. 7-6. We see if Crusaders can string a few points together right now. Rice with the serve. Zabluski's pass over to Bamer, chasing the back row. Right side attack by Gibbs is dug out by Vanderwerf. And then Smith, a little early on her jump, and puts it up right into the block. Bamer gets the block, but again, just coming down on that one and puts it right into the block, and a point for the Marsh ladies. Again, back up by 2. Kind of just exchanging points right now, but not in the favor of the Crusaders. They go from being 2 points down to 1 point down, back and forth, and now 3 points down. That one shanked off the arm of Elise Ritzma, and over by the scorer's table. 9-6 the lead for the Marsh ladies. Hannah Sabluski back to serve. And that's pushed up by Rice. Pop back over to maybe Bawalda getting that one over on the third hit. Outside attack by Frederick. The block is up, and right back over at Smees off the block, and then try to punch it alive, but punch it away from everybody else. Timeout on the court. As CWC trails 10-6 back in 30 seconds with more Crusader Volleyball on Radio Plus.
Most of us plan ahead in life. We plan for our wedding, our children's education, family vacations, and other life events. Understanding the benefits of pre-planning your funeral has prompted many to take the step and plan for their own arrangements. The biggest reason is so your family is put at ease by knowing your decisions are taken care of. The burden is lifted off their shoulders. Call 324-5547 to discuss pre-planning your funeral arrangements.
Coles Community Funeral Homes, Markesan, Randolph, and Waupun.
Well, timeout taken by Dan Tenaple, letting this fourth set slip out of their hands just a little bit. 10-6 the lead for the Marsh ladies. And Crusaders trailing 2-1 after having a 6-point lead, 18-12 in that first set, but let that one slip away, and they lost an extra points, 27-25. And you've got Rice and Ritzma both going after the same ball in the back row, but just hit it down to the ground. Marsh ladies on a roll right now, leading 11-6. Rice off, high off her arms and pop back on the court. Ritzma from the back row. That's kept alive by the Marsh ladies' left side attack. Ritzma up in the ceiling. Bawalda keeps it alive and pushed over by KK Vanderwerf. Bamer going to the left side over to Frederick and gets it, puts it away. Well, right now, Crusaders in trouble. Trailing by a score of 12-6 in the fourth set. You got to win out to win this match and stay undefeated in the Trailways East. Sabluski with another serve. Again, that's shanked off from Rice's arm, chased out of bounds, but put back in by Rice and back into play over to the Horicon side. The block up there, but dug out by the Marsh ladies. Left side attack by Frederick, just rolls it over. Middle attack by Smees. Haven't seen that one for a while, but she puts it away. And in order for the Crusaders to get back in this match, we need to see a lot more of it. But she spanks it down off to the right. And a point for the Crusaders, but they are down by 5, 12-7 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Serve now for Avery Slings. Bamer's going to set it over on the left side. Ryan Wall just pushes it over. It'll attack again by Smees, and that's going to be out of bounds, wide left. Big opportunity kind of right there, but a little bit too much of an angle on that one. Goes out of bounds. Horicon gets the point. They're back up by 6, 13-7. And back to serve is Natalie Bamer. Bamer's serve goes to the middle, back to Bawalda. Vanderwerf takes it over on the second hit. Kept alive by Lehman. Bamer pushes it over on the third hit. Rice getting the ball to KK. And hammered down by Ada Smees off the arms of Sabluski, and then out of bounds deep. Good swing there by Smees. Go time right now for the Crusaders trying to get back in this fourth set. Trailing 13-8. Bawalda with the serve. It's going to be tight to the net and brought back in and put over by Reinwald. Vanderwerf with the slide over on the right side, but bad swing there, bad connection as Smees tries to take it down a little too fast. Gets it right down into the net, and that's a point for the Marsh ladies. 14-8 is the lead. Can't trade points with them right now. You got to string some together to get back in this fourth set. Frederick with the serve. Rice shanks it off her arm into the bench of the Crusaders, and a point for the Marsh ladies. Nice hard serve there by Sarah Frederick. Back to serve again from that far right side. 15-8 the lead on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Rice good pass this time to Vanderwerf. Left side attack by Ritzma. Frederick keeps it alive, and it'll be Crusader points. Makes it now 15-9 in favor of Horicon. 15-9, the deficit now for the Crusaders, down 2-1. Got to win this set to keep this to hopefully a fifth and decider here at home. Pufall takes it, dug out by Avery Slings. Back over to Bamer, back sets over to the right side over to Lehman, hits it off the block. Bawalda tries to save, can't get to it, and that's a point for the Marsh ladies. They're up by 7 again, 16-9. But the Crusaders just can't string anything together here in this fourth set. Reinwald with the serve, pushed up by Ritzma, back over to Ritzma. Reinwald chases it down, Bamer gets it back, sets over to Lehman in the back row. Slings, passes it over to Vanderwerf, here goes Ritzma, and puts it down from the left side. Maybe that'll be the point to get him going. Back within 6 are the Crusaders, 16-10 the lead for the Marsh ladies. Steve and Jeff bringing you this presentation from the National Exchange Bank and Trust broadcast booth. A table at the 50-yard line here at CWC. Nice shot right down the line by Lehman, just going right down the line, just a push shot. Finds the back right corner open. And Horicon just happy to exchange points back and forth right now with CWC. So we get closer to the end of this fourth set. 17-10 the lead for the visiting Marsh ladies. Lehman rotates to the back. Serve. Ritzma gets the ball, gets it right back on the left side. Nice dig by Frederick in the back row. Here goes Lehman with a swing from about 12 feet off the net from the back row and puts it away. Now, just as Dan DeMass said, Horicon a very scrappy team. They dig things out and just keep points going. They definitely are undersized to the much taller CWC team, but man, give them credit. Chasing everything down, controlling the ball, and giving CWC a little bit more than they can handle, especially in this fourth set. Roll shot there by Hoffman, controlled by the Horicon. The shot down the line by Lehman on the right side, kept alive by Bawalda. Goes Ritzma with a roll shot, kept alive by Sabluski. Bawalda gets her hands on it now, pushed over by Vander. We're way back to the corner. Sabluski gets it but can't control it. And that's a point for CWC. And 18-11. Like I said, I thought go time was before. It's really going to be a little bit more of an emergency every time Horicon gets a point. Have to put together about 4 or 5 points at least right now and make a run at him. Ritzma with the serve. Barely clearing the net. Sabluski. Good pass over to Bamer. Ritzma keeps it alive and back over to Bawalda on the left side. Goes down the line but pulls it out of bounds wide left by about 5 feet. 19-11 now the lead for the Marsh ladies. And I'll be over at Campbellsport coming up on Friday night. Flyway football as they take on St. Mary's Springs. Bob Highland going for his 499th win in that ball game, so we'll see. High off the arms of Bawalda. She's going to get it right back on the left side, and that one is pushed up from the back row. Here goes Frederick from the left side, diving save by Rice. And DeVries is going to get called for a carry. And they're going to get it over to Bawalda on the left side. 20-11 now. Horicon running away with this fourth set. Timeout. And Jeff and I will be back coming up in just 30 seconds with more of this fourth set. See if CWC can come back. More after this on Radio Plus.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Holman family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Holman.
Thanks to Mark and the crew over at Holman Auto Sales, proud sponsor of high school sports. They support our broadcasts of the games around this listening area and viewing area. Right now, Horicon pulling away in this fourth set, looking to try to finish this thing in 4 sets, up 20-11. Back to serve is Clara Dykstra. Dykstra's serve popped up by Rice. Good pass over to Vanderwerf. Right side attack by Hoffman and just taps over. Pancake saves. Ball is still alive yet. And another dump shot, but a nice save in the back row to keep that ball alive, and a pancake save, and finally just taken over on that last hit to put it away for CWC. Even had Greg Zonneveld fooled on that. He was already announcing the end of that point. 20-12 now, and a nice serve by Rice. Maybe those two will get them back going now for the Crusaders. 20-13 the lead for Horicon. Trying to remain the only team. Another serve and an ace for Rice. And taking the air out of a couple serves and a timeout quickly taken by Tara Bamer. It will do the same. 20-14 the score in favor of Horicon. Crusaders got a little momentum right now, back after this on Radio Plus.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
Well, that's all I can ask now for the Crusaders. They forced Coach Tara Bamer to call a timeout. We're back in action here. Crusaders trailing by 6. Left side attack by Frederick is out of bounds wide. No touch on the ball, and it is Crusader point. They've got 3 in a row now. Back within 5. Just take baby steps right now, point at a time. Rice with a serve. Stays in the back row. And she's going to get bumped over by Bamer on the third hit. Rice passing the ball over to Vanderwerf, and off from Smith's hit that's kept alive on the Horicon side. Another free ball here for the Crusaders. Here goes a shot by Smith, just pushed off to the right, but Frederick keeps it alive. Little joust at the net. Going to push that one down the line, controlled by the Marsh ladies. That's going to go off the block and out of bounds on the swing by Sarah Frederick. And a point for the Marsh ladies, now leading 21-15. The CWC will be back in action on Thursday, taking on Valley Christian. And the Marsh ladies not in action until next week, Tuesday. And a shank shot and a serve receive. Another point for the Marsh ladies, now leading 22-15. Horicon just 3 points away from remaining the only undefeated team in the Trailways East Conference. Randolph, the only unbeaten team. That's going to be on the line. An ace for the Marsh ladies. That is in. And congratulations to the Randolph Lady Rockets winning in 3 pretty easily over Marquezan, the only other undefeated team in the Trailways West Conference. I don't know where they're ranked right now, about number 4, unless that ranking just changed in Division III volleyball. But Randolph Rockets, fun to watch. Zabluski with the serve that's popped over. Overpass tight to the net, put back over on the Marsh ladies side. Bamer goes left side, tight to the net to Frederick, kept alive by Bawalda. Middle attack by Smith. Smith hit, but still over on the Marsh ladies side. And Bamer takes a lot of pace off and just taps it over and finds the 10-foot line. And a point for the Marsh ladies now. Match point for Horicon, up 24-15. Hannah Zabluski back to serve for the match. Rice passes the ball over to Vanderwerf, and Smith will put it away. 24-16 the lead, but still a match point for the Marsh ladies. Emma Hoffman sits down, and Avery Slings, one of their top servers for the Crusaders, coming into serve now for CWC. Another match point for Horicon. Here's the serve from Slings. Goes middle back with it. Bamer gets chased off the court, bumps it back in. Roll shot by Frederick. Diving save by Rice, and that is going to be a throw off the arms of Siri Reinwald. Kind of got behind her, and an obvious call for the officials. CWC on life support, but still alive yet, 24-17. Another match point. And that's going to go off the arms of Angelica Bushke. From Bushke's arms and out of bounds deep. 24-18 CWC. A lot of work to do yet for the Crusaders with another match point for Horicon. Slings again back to serve. Kind of chasing, going at Bushke back there, and Zabluski's going to bump it over on the third hit. Smith getting the ball to Vanderbilt, back to Smith, pounds it off a block and down. A point for the Crusaders. They crawl back within 5 points now, 24-19 the score on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Slings again with the serve for the Crusaders. That goes to the middle back. We'll get it over to Beamer. Left side attack. That's going to be out of bounds deep. On the swing by Beamer, but they're going to say a touch. The line official said that was a touch. The touch balls and went out of bounds. And this match is over. And Horicon, their student section, brought quite a few people with them, rushed the court. And the final scores here, 27-25, Horicon first set, 25-18 in favor of the Crusaders in the second set, 25-22 Horicon the third set, and they win 25-19, a touch ball on that last match point. The Crusaders didn't see that and thought they were going to be playing another point. But this one over, and Horicon wins 3-1, and are now the only team undefeated in the Trailways East Conference. We'll take a short break and come back to wrap things up in just a few minutes. Live from Central Wisconsin Christian School on Radio Plus.
You've put a lot of thought into every detail of your new home, including the flooring. Or you finally decided on the perfect flooring to add life to your current home. Your next move is to call Daryl Vandezand at VZ Flooring to install it for you. He's fully insured and has been in the business for over 18 years, including starting VZ Flooring over 7 years ago. Daryl can install your new carpet, tile, LVP, LVT, and backsplash. Call VZ Flooring at 920-210-4909 to get a free estimate. This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Christian, and just as billed in this game by Danton Aples, said that the Horicon squad was a very scrappy squad, and they were. They didn't let anything hit the ground out there. They were very scrappy out there, and took this match 3-1 here at Central Wisconsin Christian. That first set, 27-25 in favor of Horicon. CWC actually led in that first set by a score of 18-12. And this kind of gave it up. It was 20-20 at one time. They gave that up in a hurry. And then they just went on to go extra points and ended up being a 27-25 first set for Horicon. And Central Wisconsin Christian 25-18 in the second set, as Horicon didn't serve as well as they did in the first set. Better passing for the Crusaders in that one. Third set, again, just a seesaw battle back and forth. That was the decider in that third set. You wanted to win that one, made things a lot easier on you. And the Marsh ladies just kind of kept them about just an arm's length away. They kept on tying it up to the Crusaders, and then Marsh ladies would get the lead again, just go back and forth, and finally pulled away and won 25-22. And then, of course, a very decisive victory in this fourth set for the Marsh ladies, 25-19, and they win 3-1. But still, the conference hasn't really totally been decided yet, so anything could happen yet. And we will see as the conference kind of wraps up. You also have the conference between all the Trailways teams playing in that conference finale at the end of the season. Then you go into the postseason, so plenty of season left, but a nice battle here between the two best teams in the Trailways East going at it, and the Marsh Ladies coming out on top 3-1. I want to thank Jeff. Great job on the video here tonight, video streaming, and hope you enjoyed our broadcast, our sponsors again for making this possible tonight. But again, disappointing for you Crusaders fans that were tuned into here tonight on Radio Plus and saw their team get beat tonight 3-1 at home against the Marsh Ladies. Otherwise, have yourself a great night. Our next presentation, I know Jeff will be busy doing 8-man football on Friday night. Oakfield taking on Williams Bay in that matchup in 8-man football, and I'll be over at Campbellsport to bring you Campbellsport taking on St. Mary Springs. That should be a really nice battle in the Flyweight Conference. Two very good teams going at it, and that'll be at 7 o'clock on Friday night. Thanks for joining us tonight. This has been Central Wisconsin Christian Crusader Volleyball on Radio Plus.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com.